Oh, ready to go, boys. Everybody on the inside, ready to go. Let everybody go out there and eat good. We'll give that green bush hog around there away now. We're going to give it away. If somebody will donate $1,000, we'll give it away. Ain't that right, Bob? Boys, thank everybody. Been here for 10 years. I've loved every minute of it except for an hour and 45 minutes. And I'll tell you about that, but I'll probably cuss and cry and break some stuff. Selena. Boys, ready to go now. Everybody on the inside, ready to go. Hey, see if he'll stand up. Boys, this cat's 3 or 4 days old now, and his mama run off and left him, but he is got a little milk in him. Oh, yeah, watch him move them ears, boys. That's a good sign. Sell him right there, $100 bill, 110, $100, $110, $100, $110, $100 to buy him, 10, 10, $110, $110, $100, 10. I got a man, 110, 20. 120, 130, 140, 40, 40, 40, 40, 50, 150, 40, 50, 140, 50, 140, 50, 140. Seth? Hey, better put Mark. Seth Mark. Or they'll charge it Seth Berry. Huh? Take him out there and put him in the front seat. Boys, there's 8 head of these cattle right here. Right out of Chimes University. You're talking about a good outfit right there. Sell him. 375, 377 a hay. 375, I got a man. 377 a hay. 80, 2 and a hand. 382 and 85, 85, 385 to buy him. 385, 82 and 85, 82, 55, 82 and 5, 382, 50, but I don't see us 35. What a heifer to get him right there. 325, 327 a hand. I got a man. 327 a hand. 578, 325, 327 a hand. 578, 327 a hand. 327 a hand. 570, 30, 332 and a half. 335, 335, 32 and a 35. 7 a half. 337 and 40. 342 and a half. 345, 347 and a half. 50, 352 and a half. 355, 355, 357 a hand. 357 a hand. 350. 55, but on Seth 4X. There's your seat, John. Ella saved you one right there. JR ain't a coming. She put 61. Was good effort right there. 25, 7 ahead. 325, 327 ahead. 325 got a man. 327 ahead. 30, 2 and a half. 332 and 2 and 2 and 332 and 332 and 5. 335, 337 and 40. 340, 342 and a half. 345, 347 ahead. 50, 350 and 8. 50, 1, 351, 351, 2, 2, 3, 353, 4, 355, 355, 357, 358, 358, 358, 78, 357, 8, 357, but on Seth. Still Kevin, a good round there. 335, 337 and a half. 335, I got a man. 337 to 40, 42 and 45, 47 and a half, 50, 52 and a half. 355, 357 and a half. 60, 2 and a half. 365, 367 to 70, 2 and a half. 375, 377 to 80, 382 and a half. 385, 387 and a half. 90, 392 and a half. 95, 97 and a half. 397 to 4, 4, 2 and a half. 5, 5, 7 and a half. 10, 10, 12 and a half. 15, 17 to 20, 3, 4, 22 and a half. 4, 22 and a half. 420, put it on Cookie 30. 42. Heifer to good in there. 325, 327 a hay. 325, 7 a hay. 325, 327 a hay. Light and good, boys. 325, 327 a hay. 325, got a man. 327 a hay. 325, 327 a hay. 325, Brad, 3X. Still Kev for a good right there. $4, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. 4, 7 and a half. 4, 10, 4, 12 and a half. 4, 15, 4, 17, 22 and a half. 4, 25, 4, 27, 32 and a half. 5, 4, 37 to 40. 4, 40, 4, 40, 4, 40, 4, 40, 4, 37, 50, 0. 2. Oh, the bull calf and a good right there. $3, 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a 5, 7 and a half, 10, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 3, 15, 17 to 20. 320, 2 and a 5. 325, 327 to 30. 332 and a half. 332 and a half. 2 and a half. 5. 337 and a half. 40. 342 and a 45. 47 and a half. 50, 352 and a half. 355, 357 and a half. 60. 362 and a half. 5. 365, 360, 250. Beaver. 67. Effort to go in there. 310, 12 and a half. 3 and a dime. 10, 12 and a half. 310 got a man. 12 to 15, 15, 17, 20. 320, 2 and a half. 5. 327 and a half. 30. 332 and a half. 35. 337 to 40. 342 and a half. 345. 347 and a half. 347 to 5. 7 to 50. 350. 2 and a half. 5. 355. 357 to 60. 360. 60. 357. 50. Brad 3X. Well, there's 3 head of these cattle right here. They're all weaned except one little gray. There's just 3 of them. There's about 18 or 19 of them all together, and there's 2 of them that ain't weaned. One of them be right here, a little gray calf, and the other's a little black. It'll be a long time weaned. It'll go in there. 285, 287 and a half. How can a man? 285, 285, 287 and 90, 92 and a half. 295, 297 to 3, 3, 2 and a half. 5, 35, 37 and a half. 310, 312 and a half. 315, 317 and 20. 322 and a half. 325, 327 to 30. 332 and a half. 332 and a half. 330. Put it on CS 51. 8. He won't be weaned, but he will be a good one. 320, 2 and a half. 320, I got a man. 2 and a half. 5, 327 and a half. 30, 332 and a 35, 37 and a half. 40, 342 and a 45, 47 and 50. 352 and a half. 352 and a half. 352 and a half. 350, Matthew, number 1. Supposed to be weaned out, little bull calf right there. 330, 2.5. 330, I got a man. 2.5, 7.5, 40, 2.5, 45, 47, 50, 52 and 5, 7.5, 60, 360, 2.5, 5, 367, 70, 372 and 375, 377, 80, 382 and 385, 387, 90, 392 and 395, 397, 4, $4, 2.45, 45, 45, 2.5, 4, 2.5, 402.50. You don't put it on cookie 30. Not weighed here. Oh, little heifer calf, good in there. $3, 2.5. $3, 2.5. $3, 2.5. 3, 2, I got a man. 2.5. $3, 2.5. Beat a bomb. 2.5. 305. 307. 307. 10. 10. 10. 12. 3, 12. 15. 15. 79. 20. 320. 2.5. 327. 330. 332. 335. 337. 7 40. 340. 337. 50. Matthew. But in order to you say 1X. Heifer good right there. 330, 2.5. No. 330, 2.5. 337, 40, 42, 345, 347, 50, 350, 2.5. 350, 2.5. 352, 5, 355, 355, 355, 7.5. 357, 60, 360, 2.5. 362, 360, 360. Bull calf good right there. $3, 2.5. 3 got a man. 2.5. 302.5. 5. 305. 307.5. 10. 10. 10. 12.5. 15. 317 and 20. 320. 325. 325. 327. 30. 332. 332. 330. Put it on CS4. Watch two of these old bulls come in yesterday now. Was good right there. 250, 2.5. 250, 2.5. 250, 2.5. 250, 2.5. 250, 2.5. 42, I got a man. 2.5. 7.5. 47, 50. 52, 2.5. 255, 255, 257, 257, 5, 7.5. 255, 6, 7. 257, 258, 259, 60. 260, 259, 60. 259, but on Terrell 77. My brother to him right there. 70, 2.5. 270, 2.5. I got a man. 2.5. 270, 72, 270, 2.5. 275. 275. 277, 80. 280, 280, 280, 2.5. 285. 285. 287, 90. 290. 2.5. 295. 297. 295. 73. $3. 3. 3. 2.5. 3. 2.5. 3. 7. 10. 12. 3. 12. 10. 12. 3. 10. 12. 3. 10, but I don't pass more. 69. Was these 14 head of these cattle are every one weaned except one little black calf, and I'll show him to you here in a minute. Come over there at Flag, the good outfit, and their little steers. So the goods right there. 385, 387 I got a man. 387 a half. Weaned out now. 387 a half, 57 385, 387 a half, 90, 392 and a half, 95, 395, 397 a 4, 4 2 and a half, 4 2 and a half, 4 2 and a half, $4 2 and a goods, 4 2 and a half, 5, 4 5, 4 5, 7 and a half, 10, 4 10, 12 and a half, 4 15, 17 and a half, 20, 4 20, 2 and a half, 4 22 and a half, 420 CS on 35. Little heifer sisters now. They're weaned out. Good and there. 352 and a half. 352 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 352 and a half. 5. 355. 357 and 60. 2 and a half. 5. 367 and a half. 7 and a half. 70. 2 and a half. 5. 377 and a half. 377 and a half. 80. 380. 380. 377 of 80. 377 and a half. 80. 2 and a half. 382 and a half. 380. Put it on Travis on 3X. Be the heifers and goods right there. Sell them out. $3, 2 and a half. 3 got a man. 3, 2 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. 10, 12 and a half. 15. 3, 15, 17 and a half. 3, 16, 17. 18, 18, 18, 19, 19, 19, 18, 19. 3, 18, 3, 19. 20. 321. 322. 322. 23. 324. 324. 324. 5. 325. 5. 5. 324. 5. 324. Beavers. You'll put a number on them. Put Beavers X. Beavers X. You'll pin them together. 67. This ain't this and here's Wayne. There's a little soft calf back there that ain't Wayne. Sell him out there. 340, 2 and a half. 340, I got a man. 2 and a half. 340, 42 and a half. 342 and a 5. 347 and a half. 50, 2 and a half. 5. 357 and a half. 60, 2 and a half. 5. 7 and 367 and 70. 372 and a 5. 375, 375, 2 and a 5. 370, 250. Put it on Terrell 39. Still having a good night. 352 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 352 and a half. 2 and a 5. 7 and a half. 357 and 62 and a half. 365. 367 and a half. 367 and 70. 2 and a half. 372 and a 5. 7 and a half. 80. 382 and a half. 382 and a 5. 385. 385. 385 and a 7 and a half. 387 and a half. 90. 90. 392 and a half. 395. 397 and a half. 4. 4. 397 and 4. 397, 50, CS 41. Whose was it? Oh, put them in 45. A little heifer to good there. 32 and a half. 332 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a 5. 7 and a half. 337 and 42 and a half. 5. 45. 345. 342 and 45. 45. 2 and 5. 340. 255. 340. 250. Brad. 3X. Good right there. 20, 2 and a half. 320, 320, 320, 20, 20, 20, 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a 5, 327 to 30, 2 and a half, 35, 37 to 40, 340, 2 and a half, 345, 347 to 50, 350, 2 and a 5, 355, 357, 357 to 5, 7, 355. Travis 3X. Steer having a good right there. 52 and a half. 350. I got a man. 2 and a half. 350. 2 and a half. 2 and a half. 5. 355. 7 and a half. 60. 2 and a half. 5. 7 and a half. 70. 372 and a half. 372 and a half. 372 and a half. 370. Terrell. 370. 39. Still having a good right there. $4, 2 and a half. I got a man. Wayne. 4, 2 and a half. 4, 2 and a half. 4, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. Who done it here? $4, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. Out here, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. $4, Terrell 39. Boy, Steve out there now in that truck. He's got steaks, all kinds, hamburger meat, shrimp. He's got it all out there, half price. Half of half. Right here's a calf, it ain't weaned. Boys, he come right on him with a good big hair. 35, 700, 335, 337, I got a boy. 337, 335, 337, 335, 337, 335, 740, 342 and a half, 345, 347, 50, 352, 352, 350, Matthew, 1. Hi, Marcia. I didn't see you. You was hit. 62 and a half, 360, I got a man, 2 and a half, 362 and a half, he's weighing for 7 days, 365, 367 and a half, 7 days, 367 to 70, 2 and a half, 375, 377 of 80, 382 and a half, 385, 387 and a half, 90, 92 and a 99, 5, 5, 7 and a half, 4, 2 and a half, 4, 5, 4, 7 and a half, 4, 10, 4, 12 and a half, 4, 15, 4, 17 and 20, 4, 22 and a 5, 4, 27 and 30, 4, 32 and 35, 37 and a half, 4, 37 and a half, 4, 35, cookie number 30. Same deal right here, boys. It'll be weaned about a week. $3, 2 and a half. I got a man, 2 and a half, 3, 2 and 5, 7 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17, 19, 20, 3, 22 and 5, 7, 30, 32 and a half, 35, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, 5, 7, 40, 2 and a half, 42 and 45, 47 and a half, 47 and 50, 50, 350, 350, 47 and 50, 347 and a half. Beaver. Good right there, 310, 12 and a half, 15, 17, 20, 320, 320, 320, 320, 2 and a half, 325, 7 and a half, 30, 2 and a half, 335, 337 and a half, 40, 2 and a half, 5, 345, 7 and a half, 347 to 50, 2 and a half, 355, 357, 60, 2 and a half, 365, 365, 362, 50, Beaver. Those 3 of these little cattle be weaned here. Sell her 340, 2 and a half, 340, 40, I got a man, 2 and a half, 340, 2 and a half, just thin as paper now, 340, 2 and a half, 340, 2 and a half, 340, 2 and a half, 40, 40, 2 and a half, 340, Terrell. Cookie, 37X. Everything right there, 325, 327 and a half, 325, 327 and a half, 10 boys, 327 and a half, 325, 7 and a half, I got a man, 327 and a half, 325, 327 and a half, did you do it, 30, 330, 2 and a half, 332 and a half, 332 and a half, 330 Matthew, 330 on 3X. Yes, same pen. Heifer. Oh, a little hard heifer right there. 340, 2 and a half. 340, I got a man. 2 and 5, 7 and a half. 350, 2 and a half. 355, 355, 357, 60, 2 and a half, 5. 365, 7 and a half. 70, 370, 2 and a half. 370, 2 and a half. 72 and a half. 370, Travis, 370 on 3X. 16 head of these cattle right here come the other side of Mountain View, boys. They're pretty good outfits they are. Sell them right there. 322 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a 5. 7 and a half. 337 to 40. 2 and a half. 5. 347 and a half. 50. 350. 350. 47 50. 50. 2 and a half. 352 and a half. Jacket 2 and a half. 5. 357 and a half. 60. 362 and a half. 362 and a half. 362 and a 5. 365 and a 5. 367 and a half. 70. 370. 370. 372 and a half. 372 and a half. 370 and that's McDonald? 71. Heaven's goods right there, 352 and a half, 352 and a half, light and good, 5, 7 and a half, 357 to 62 and a half, 5, 365, 367 and a half, 70, 2 and a half, 372 and a half, 372 and a half, 370, Travis, 3X. Oh! Boys, when you seen anything better right here? Boys, goods right here, 387 and a half, 90, 392 and a half, 95, 397 at $4, $4, 2 and a half, 45, 4, 7 and a half, 410, 410, 12 and a half, 415, 417 and a half, 20, 422 and a half, 425, 427 and a half, 30, 432 and a half, 435, 437 and a half, 40, 442 and a 5, 447 and 50, 452 and a half, 452 and a 5, 455, 455, 2 and a 5, 452 and a 5, 450, 250, Travis 3. 425, 427 and a half, look at him, 425, 427 and a half, 425, 427 and a half, 425, 427, I got a man, 427 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 425, 427 to 30, 432 and a 5, 437 and a half, 40, 442 and a half, 445, 445, 445, 7 and a half, 447 and a half, 50, 452 and a half, 452 and a half, 450, Travis 3. Okay, for a good night, 382 and a half, 380, 82 and a half, 382 and a half, 380, I got a man, 2 and 5, 7 and a half, 387, 90, 90, 93, 92 and a half, 95, 97 and a half, 4, 397, 4, 397, 50 P&R. Still having a good night. 92 to 95. 392 to 95. Look at him. I got a man. 395. 395. 397 and a half. 4. 2 and a half. 4 5. 4 7 and a half. 4 10. 4 12 and a half. 4 15. 4 17 and 20. 4 22 to 5. 4 27 and a half. 4 27 to 5. 7 and a half. 4 25. 7 and a half. 4 25. Cookie 30. Oh, is he just hard as tough as a shoe leather now? Like him, $4, 2 and a half. I got a man. 4, 2 and a half. $4, $2 and a half. $4 pound, 2 and a half. 4, 2 and a half. 4, 2 and a half. $4, Matthew. 1. So good right there. $3. I got a man. 3, 2 and a half, 5, 305, 307 to 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17 to 20, 322 and 5, 327 to 30, 332 and 35, 337 and a half, 337 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 335, 337 to 40, 342 and a half, 342 and 5, 345, 7 and a half, 347 to 50, 2 and a half, 352 and a half, 352 and a half, 350. Put it on Casey 5. What's Kev come right with him now? He's just poor as he can be. He's just honest as the day is long now. He's just a little bit poor. Selling Meyer, $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. $3, $2.50. 2 and a half, 3 2 and a half, $3 2 and a half, $3 2 and a half, I got a man, 2 and a half, $3 2 and a half, $3 Matthew 0. Boys, there's 8 head of these cattle. They're a long time weaned. They've had 2 round shots. They'll be over 100 days weaned. Boys, good outfit, steered up the right kind. So good's right there. $3 2 and a half, 3 5, 3 7 and a half, 3 10, 3 12 and a half, 3 15, 3 17, I have 20, 3 20, 3 20, 17 to 22 and a half, 3 22 and a half, 3 22 and a half, 5, 3 25, 3 27 and a half, 30, 2 and a half, 3 32 and 5, 3 35, 3 35, 32 55, 32 55, 32 55, 7 and a half, 3 37 and a half, 3 35, 3 37 and a half, 3 35, 7 and a half, 3 35, P&R. Mulligan's right there. 322 and a half. 320. I got a man. 322 and a half. 22 and a half. 325. 327 and a half. 30. 332 and a half. 335. 337 and a half. 337 and 5. 740. 2 and a half. 342 and 5. 345. 345. 42 and 5. 345. 342. 50. Passmore. Supposed to be 7 head of these cattle come right up the hill here. Still bulls. What was you talking about? Good bulls and the right kind. 52 and a half. 352 and a half. No better knees. 352 and a half. 5, 355, 7, 8, 60. 360. 2 and a half. 362 and a 5. 367 and 8. 70. 370. 2 and a half. 372 and a half. 5. 375. 377 and 8. 80. 380. 377 of 80. 377 50 CS 41. Be the heifers right there. 342 and a half. 342 and a half. 340, 340, 340, 40. I got a man. 2 and a half. 342 and a half. Be the bomb here. 2 and a half. Jamie 2 and a half. 342 and a half. 342 and a 5. 345. 345. 347 and a half. 50. 352 and a half. 352 and a half. 352 and a half. 350 McDonald. Good right there. 92 and a half. 290, 290, 292 and a half. 290, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 92 and a half. Got a man. 290, 292 and a half. Be the bomber here. 290, 292 and a half. 290, 92 and a half. 290 Inman. 290, but on Inman. 6X. Good right there. 375, 377 and a half. I got a man. 77, 82 and 85, 87 and a half. 90, 93, 92 and 95. 397 and 4. $4 2 and a half. 5, 5, 4, 5, 4, 7 and a half. 4, 10, 10, 12 and a half. 15, 15, 17, 20. 422 and a half. 422 and a half. 422 and a half. 420, but I don't see us 35. Steer Kev, a good man right there. Good right there. $3 $2.05. 305, 305, 700, 378, 10, 310, 312 and a half, 315, 17, 20, 20, 322 and a half, 325, 327 and a half, 30, 332 and a half, 335, 337 and a half, 40, 342 and a half, 347 and a half, 50, 352 and a half, 700, 60, 2 and a half, 362 and a half, 92 and a half, 365, 7 and a half, 367 and a half, 367 5, 365, but an old beaver. So steer right here be long time wean. Sell him $3 $2.5. Long time wean 5, 7.5, 3, 7.5, 3, 10, 12.5, 15, 315, 15, 15, 15, 12 and 15, 12 and 15, 12 and 15, 12 and 15, 17, 17 and 20, 320, 17 and 20, 3, 17 and 22 and a half, 322 and 5, 325, 700, 327 and 5, 700, 325, Passmore. Steer Kevin, good right there. 322 and a half. Thank you, sir. 322 and a half. 325. 7 and a half. 30. 2 and a half. 335. 337 and a half. 40. 42 and a half. 345. 347 and a half. 50. 352 and a half. 355. 357 and a half. 60. 360. 360. 357. 62 and a half. 362 and a half. 5. 365. 7 and a half. 70. 2 and a half. 372 and a half. 5. 375. 375. 2 and a 5. 372 and a 5. 7250. CS 41. Was there's 4 ahead of these now. They're long time wean. They've had every shot you can give them. Still a good average right there. 335, 337 and a half. I got a man. 337 and a half. 40, 2 and a half. 347, 50, 52 and a half. 352 and a half. 7 and a half. 60, 2 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. 70, 372 and a half. 372 and a half. 5, 375. 375, 375, 372 and a half. 372.50. McDonald. Belong to your neighbor, Joey. Be one of them right there. 292 and a half. 290, 92 and a half. 292 and a half. 292 and a half. 90 here, 90 there. 92 and a half. 290, 92 and a half. 290, 92 and a half. 292 and a half. 92 and a half. 290. Put it on that left straight. Hey, Colin. Claude, I offered him $8 last night on the phone. He wouldn't take it. He said he didn't need that. Yeah. Oh, well, I told him $8 a pound. He said, I don't. Yeah, yeah. What about around there? $3 two and a half. 332 and a half. $3 two and a half. Got a man. Two and a half. $3 two and a half. $3 two and a half. 3 two and a half. 5. 3 two and a half. 7 and a half. 3 7 8. 3 7 10. 3 10 12 and a half. 3 15 15. 17 20. 3 22 and a half. 3 25. 3 27 8. 3 27 8. 30. 3 30. 3 30. 3 30. 3 27 30. 3 27 50. Matthew straight. 3X. Quite a little bill right there. Sell him by the head. 250, 260. I got a man. 260, 250, 260 by the head. 270. 270, 280, 290, 300, 310, 310, 320, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 360, 70, 80, 380, 90, 390, 400, 410, 420, 430, 430, 440, 440, 450, 450, 40, 50, 60, 460, 450, 60, 450, put it on Nick. Put him 15. Long time Wayne said his halter broke. What a pretty good outfit right there. 355, 357 and a half. Out of man, 357 and a half. A bit of 60, a bit of 2 and a half. 365, a bit of 7 and a half. 70, 370, 2 and a half. 375, a bit of 7 and a half. 80, 83, 82 and a half. A bit of 385, a bit of 7 and a half. 90, a bit of 392 and a 95. A bit of 7 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. 4, 5, a bit of 4, 7 and a half. 4, 10, a bit of 4, 12 and a half. 4, 15, a bit of 17, a bit of 20, a bit of 4, 22 and a half. 5, 4, 27 and a half. A bit of 4, 27 and a half. A bit of 5, 7 and a half. A bit of 4, 25, but I don't see a 0. What's it be? 4 head of these cattle are 60 days weaned, 2-round shots. Now they're tagged, mixed in there. I'll show you which ones they are. Selling good effort right there. 335, 337 and a half, 40, 342 and a half, 345, 347 and 50, 352 and a half, 5, 7, 60, 2 and a half, 362 and a half, 5, 365, 5, 7 and a half, 367 and 70, 370, 2 and a half, 375, 377 and a half, 80, 380, 77 of 80, 377 of 80, 377, 50 McDonald. Be one of them right here. He'd be 60 days weaned. Sell him out. 350, 2 and a half. 350. I got a man. 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half. 350, 2 and a half. 5. 355, 357, 60, 2 and a half. 7, 70, 70, 2 and a half, 75. 77 of 80. 380, 2 and a half. 382 and a half. Randy 82 and a 5. 385, 87 and a half. 90, 90, 93, 92 and a half. 392 and a half. 392 and a half. 392 and a half. 390, 92 and a half. 390. Put it on Cookie on 30. A different deal right here. Heifer to good there, 10, 12 and a half, 310, 312 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, 310, got a boy, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 15, 17, 9, 20, 322 and a half, 325, 327, 327, 5, 7, 8, 325, 7, 8, 325, but on LC, 6. Well, I'd say she's Wayne, but I don't know for sure. She looks at 42 and a half, 342 and a half, 342 and a half. They all look at me. 342 and a half, 340, 342 and a half, 342 and a half, 332 and a half, 330, 32 and a half, 332 and a half, 332 and a half, 330, 332 and a half, 330. Put it on Matthew on 3X. What a good right there. 275, 277 and a half, 275. I got a man. 277 and a half, 275, 277, 80, 80, 282 and a half, 285, 287 and a half, 90, 292 and a half, 295, 297 and a half, 297 and a half, 57 and a half, 295, Inman 6X. Be 6 out of these cattle. Long time we ain't had every shot you can give them. You talking about light heifers and the right kind right there. 322 and a half. 322 and a half. I'm going to man. 2 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. 330. 2 and a half. 5. 335. 337 and a half. 337 and a half. 40. 342 and a half. 345. 347 and a half. 50. 350. 2 and a half. 355. 355. 355. 7 and a half. 357 and a half. 7 and a half. 355. 7 and a half. 355. Put it on. Terrell 36. 46. 46. Yeah. Put an X on them, 46X. 0, make them a 0. They're paying 46. What's good's right here? Long time Wayne and Steers. Sell them there. 322 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 5. 327 and a half. 30. 332 and a 35. 7 and a half. 40. 342 and a half. 345. 345. 347 and a half. 50. 2 and a half. 355. 355. 357 and a half. 6, 7. 358. 359. 60. 361. 62. 63. 363. 362. Put it on Casey 5X. Keep them separate. Pin them with the 5s. 64. Steer to get a long time Wayne and a steer right there. 22 and a half. 322 and a half. 322 and a 5. 327 and a half. 30. 2 and a half. 5. 337 and 40. 42 and 45. 345. 347 and a half. 347 and a half. 50. 2 and a half. 352 and a 5. 357 and a half. 60. 2 and a half. 365. 365. 2 and a 5. 2 and a 5. 360. 255. 360. 250. Passmore. You talking about the kind right here. Black good. Be 4 ahead of these now. You talking about light right. Sell them right there. 325, 327 a hand. 325, 327 a hand. 325, 327 a hand. 325, 327 a half. I got a man. 327 a hand. 325, 327 a hand. 325, 327 a hand. 325, 327 a hand. 325. LC 6. Here to good steers. Be 9 head of these cattle right here belong to Greg, boys, and they are the right kind. Sell them right there. 352 and a half. 352 and a 5. 355, 357, 60, 360, 362 and a half. 5, 370, 372 and a half. 375, 375, 375, 5, 7 and a half. 377, 80, 2 and a half. 382 and a 82 and a 85. 385, 87 and a half. 387 and 90, 92 and a half. 392 and a half. 90, 92 and a 5. 395, 92, 55, 92, 55, 7 and a half. 397 and a half. $4. 4, 2 and a half, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 2 and a 5, 4, 250 CS 35. Oh, you gotta like these, boys. 52 and a half. I got a man. 5, 5, 355, 355, 7, 8, 60, 2 and a half, 5, 365, 7, 8, 367, 8, 67, 8, 70, 2 and a half, 372 and 75, 77 and a half, 80, 80, 83, 82 and a half, 385, 387, 90, 390, 2 and a half, 392 and 95, 397, 397, 5, 7, 8, 395, CS 395, 35. Oh, they're good, boys. 82 and 85, 32 and 85, 82, 50, 85, got a man, 85, 85, 85, 385, 7 and a half, 387 and a half, 90, 90, 90, 392 and a half, 392 and 95, 395, 395, 92 and 95, 92, 55, 7 and a half, 397 4, 4, 397 4, 397, 50 CS4. Really? Boys, they might be the best today. Sell them right there. 335, 337 and a half. How good a man? 337 to 40, 2 and a half. 345, 7 to 50, 2 and a half. 5, 357, 60, 2 and a half. 5, 367, 70, 372 and a half. 372 and a half. 5, 375, 375, 375, 72 and 75, 372, 50 beaver. Boys, calf here, come right with them now. Just a family deal. Steer calf and a good right there. 352 and a half. I got a man. 352 and a half. 2 and a half to buy him. 2 and a half. 352 and a half. 2 and a half. 2 and a half. 2 and a half. What about here? 2 and a half. 352 and a half. 352 and a 5. 355. 355. 357 60. 62 and a 5. 365. 365. 7 and a half. 70. 372 and a half. 372 and a half. 72 and a half. 372 and a half. 370 CS4. Steer to good ox right there. 332 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 332 and a half. 2 and a half. 5. 335. 337 40. 342 and a half. 45. 47 and a half. 50. 352 and a 5. 357 and a half. 60. 2 and a half. 5. 367 and a half. 70. 372 and a half. 375. 375. 375. 72 and a 5. 372. 50 CS 51. Supposed to be 11 head of these cattle right here. Bulls and guns right there. 325, 327 and a half. I got a man. 327 and a half. 30, 2 and a half. 5, 337 and 40, 342 and a half. 45, 7, 50. 352 and a half. 355, 355, 7, 357, 5, 7, 360, 362 and a half. 365, 7 and a half. 70, 370, 372 and a half. 372 and a half. 72 and a half. 370 says 4. Some old bulls right here. Guns out there. 262 and a half. I got a man. 262 and a half. 7 and a half. 70. 272 and a half. 277 and 80. 282 and a half. 285. 287 and a half. 90. 290. 87 and 92 and a half. 292 and 95. 297 and 3. 2 and a half. 3 and a half. 3 2 and a half. $3 pass more. Good old right there. 230, 2 and a half. 230. 232 and a half. You don't think he's walking right? He's got a little bit of a crooked head. I've seen that. 232 and a half. 232 and a half. 230. Cut him, boys. He'll straighten right up. 232 and a half. I'm going to get his head on straight then. 232 and a half. 232 and a half. 232 and a half. 22 and a half. 222 and a half. $2 2 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 and a half. I got a man. $2 2 and a half. $2. And your name is Dan. 27. What a heifer to get right there. 242 and a half. 242 and a half. 240, 240. I got a man. 2 and 5. 7, 8. 250. 2 and 8. 255. 257. 260. 262 and a 5. 7, 8. 70. 272 and a 5. 7, 8. 277 and a 277 and 5. 7, 8. 275. But on RNF 6. Heifer getting right there. 85, 87 and a half, 285, 287 and a half, 285, 287 and a half. I got a man, 87 and a half, 287 and a half. What do you think here? 287 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 285, 285, 7 and 90, 90, 92 and a half, 295, 297 and a half, 97 and a half, 295, RNF 6X. Heifer good in there. 322 and a half. 320, 322 and I got a man. 2 and a half. 320, 320, 322 and a half. 322 and 5. 327 and 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 2 and a half. 332 and a half. 335, 337 and 40. 340, 340, 340, 337 and 40, 37, 50 and 24X. Bull calf and a good right there. 352 and a half. Thank you, boys. 352 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 352 and a half. 2 and a half. 355. 355. 357. 60. 362 and a half. 5. 367 and a half. 70. 2 and a half. 5. 375. 375. 372 and a half. 72. 55. 7 and a half. 377 and a half. John 7 and a half. 377 and a half. 5. 7 and a half. 375. CS4. Supposed to be 43 head of these heifers right here. I think these 2 steers are bulls. They've been weaned since they was little bitty. They've had 2 rounds live IBR. And they've been weaned a long, long time. Bought them weighing in the 2s, light 3s. I got 12. Be 24 head of them will get them weight. Hey, let them go. Hey. I'll show you the goods now. Wayne, since it's a little bitty and they've had everything done. Was his 24 head of them weigh 471, 2 rounds modified live, and Wayne, since it's a little bitty. You talking about a good set of heifers right there. Selling them 322 and a half. 322 and a half. 320. Hold one. Is it in here? All right, we'll hold one. 322 and a half. 322 and a half. I got a man. 5. 327 and a half. 30. 332 and a half. 332 and a half. 5. 337 and a half. 40. 2 and a half. 345. 347 and 50. 352 and a half. 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 350 Boer. Which one is it? Little slick-headed hair. Right here, JD. I got her hypnotized. Up. JD, he's quick as a tomcat now. Get ready. Hey. Yes. So let's have her right here. 310, 12 and a half. 310, 12 and a half. Wayne said she's a little bitty. 310, 12 and a half. 310, get a man. 312 and a half. 10 to 12 and a half. 15. 315. No. She weighs 485 is what she weighs. There it is right there. 310, 12 and a half. 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 I got a man. 312 and a half. 10, 12 and a half. 310, 12 and a 15, 15, 315, 17, 20, 320, 320, 320, 2 and a half. 320, 2 and a half. 5, 327 and a half. 327 5, 7, 8, 325. Put it on Terrell. Put it on Cookie. 42X. Same cattle right here, handle the same weight. 2 rounds modified live. Everything be right about them. Sell them out there. 352 and a half. 352 and a half. Had it all. 352 and a half. 352 and a half. 350, 52 and a half. 352 and a half. 350. I got a man. 352 and a half. 352 and a half. 5. 355, 355, 355, 355. 7 and a half. 60. 360. 60. 362 and a half. 2 and a half. 362 and a half. 2 and a half. 360. McDonald. Same deal right there, the goods. Sell out. 342 and a half. 342 and a half. It's all now. 342 and I got a man. 342 and a half. 342 and a half. 342 and a half. 5. 345. 347 and a half. 350. 350. 350. 47 and 50. 347 and 52 and a half. 352 and a half. 352 and a half. 350. Put it on, Brad. 4X. And for the baby doll there, same deal now. Had it all. Sell her. 325, 327, 325, 327, 325, 327, 325. Got a man. 327, 327, 327, 730, 332 and a half, 335, 335, 337, 335, 335. But on Dan 24X. Was a little steer. He's been handled the same way now. He's had everything done. Long time wait. 382 and a half. How can a man? 82 and a half. 5. 7 90. 2 and a half. 395. 397. 4. 4 2 and a half. 5. 4 7 8. 4 7 and a half. 5 7 and a half. 4 5 4 7 8. 4 5. Put it on Terrell 39. You see that last and Dan bought? He's buying a good in a week. Was those spotted heifer? She come right on them, Dan. She's long time weaned and had 2 rounds. Sell her right there. 285, 287 a hand. 285, 287 a hand. 285, 287. I got a man. 87 a hand. 90, 292 and a 5. 295, 7 a hand. 3, 2 and a hand. 3, 2 and a hand. 3, 2 and a half. Your turn. 3, 2 and a hand. $3. Put it on $3. Put it on Cookie 37X. Was old big heifer, same deal. Sell her right there. 265, 7 hand, 265, 267 she come around to them others now. 267 hand, 65, 7 hand, 265, 267 half, 267 half. Oh boys, bring her back. She's kindly had one, hadn't she? Bring her back. Buy one, put on her, boys. I'd say she's open. Sell her right there. 242 and a half. 240, 242 and a half. 242 and a half. 242 and a half. I got a man. 242 and a half. 242 and a half. 242 and a 5. 245, 247 and 50. 252 and a half. 255, 257 and a half. 255, 7 and a half. 255. Travis 5X. There's a heifer, same deal right there. 322 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 322 and a half. 322 and a half. 2 and a half. 2 and a half. 2 and a half. 5. 325. 327 and a half. 30. 330. 330. 330. 330. 330. 330. 27. 30. 327. 50 Dan 24X. She may have a hip off and you go get her now. Hey. Ain't that bad. She'll get fat as a bear. Sell her right there. $2, 2 and a half. 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 Got a man. 2 and a half. $2, 2 and a half. 5, 2 and 5, 7 and a half. 10, 210, 212 and a half. 15, 215, 279, 20, 222 and a half. 5, 225, 227, 30, 230, 230, 230, 27, 32 and a half. 232 and a 5, 235, 235, 232 and a 5, 230, 250 RNF on 0. Bull calf and a good there. 25, 27 and a half. Wayne just like the rest of them. 92 and a 95, 97 to 3, 3, 2 and a half, 5, 3, 7 and a half, 3, 10, 12 and a half, 3, 15, 3, 17 and 20, 3, 22 and a half, 3, 27 and a half, 3, 27 and a half, 7 and a half, 3, 25, 3, 27 and a half, 3, 25, but it on Terrell 39. Here for the good right there. $3 two and a Wayne just like the rest of them now. $3 two and a $3 two and a I got a man. 3, 2 and a half. Dan two and a $3 two and a 5. 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 7 and a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 12 and a 3, 12 and a 15, 17 and a half. 3, 17 and 20, 20, 20, 3, 22 and a 3, 25, 3, 25, 7 and a half. 3, 27 and a half. 5, 7 and a 30, 3, 30, 3, 30, 3, 30, 3, 27 to 30, 327, 50 down, put it on 24X. Way down to good heifer there. 292 and a half. 290, take her to 292 and a half. 292 and a half. 292 and a half. That's me and you. 292 and a half. 292 and I got a man. 2 and a half. 5. 297 and a half. 3. 3. 2 and a half. 3. 2 and a half. 3. 2 and a half. $3 2 and a half. $3 2 and a half. $3. Put it on LC5. 28 head of these cattle right here belong to Eddie now. They're homegrown. They've been weaned 100 days or more, hadn't they? 135 days. Get a free car wash if you buy them. He'll pay for it. Well, I got a bucket and a sponge out there if you want to just do it a little cheaper. Boys, they've had it all. They're homegrown, 130 days weaned. They've had 2 rounds of shots, and they don't make them no better than these right here. Selling goods right there. 310, 12 and a half. I got a man. 15, 17, and 20. 322 and a 5. 325. 325. 7 and a half. 327 to 30. 330. 330. 8, 9. 330. 1. 331, 2. 332. 333. 333. 32 and 3. 32 and 3. 332, 3. 332. LB. Here's the bigger brothers right here, the same deal. Big dudes right here. Oh, you ain't seen them no better nowhere. There they are. 792-pound boys, and they're as good as ever walked. Celebrate 262 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 5. 267 and a half. 267 and a half. 267 and a half. 70. 2 and a half. 272 and a half. 1, 2. 273. 273. 274. 275. 276. 277. 278. 279. 980. 281. 281. 281. 82. 282. 282. 81, 82, 281, 82, 81, 82, 81, 82, 281, LB 5. Pin them with them others. Here's a heifer mates to them right here. Same deal, 130 days weaned, 2 rounds. Good side, $3, 2 and a half. I got a man, 2 and a half, 5, 3, 5, 3, 7 and a half, 3, 10, 3, 12 and a half, 3, 15, 3, 17 and 20, 2 and a half, 3, 25, 3, 25, 3, 25, 3, 25, 2 and a 5, 3, 20, 2 and a 5, 3, 20, 2, 55, 5, 3, 25, 2 and a 5, 3, 20, 250 RNF, 20X. Was good. Heifers right there. Sell him. 265, 7.5. 267 to 70. 70. 2.5. 275. 277 of 80. 282 and 85. 87. 287. 287. 285. 287. 290. 6, 7, 8. 288. 289. 90. 291, 292, 293, 294, 295, 296, 296, 95, 96, 295, 96, 295, JNS. Steers, same deal right here. Be the red bones. Sell them right there. $3, 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. $3, I got a man. 3, 2 and a half. Same cattle. $3, 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. What do you say? 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. 1, 2, 302, 3, 303, 304, 305, 305, 306, 307, 307. You bet. Same cattle. 307, 308. 309, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13, 313, 314, 315, 16, 17, 18, 318, 19, 20, 321, 322, 323, 323, 323, 234, 325, 325, 326, 5, 325, 6, 7, 327, 67, you do it, 7, 327. 6, 7, 326, 7, 326, RNF 20. Heifer good, the same cattle now. She's had it on. $3, 2 and a half. 3, 3, 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. 3, 3, 2 and a half. 3, 3, 2 and a half. Same deal here. $3, 2 and a half. 3, 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. $3. Put it on the left straight. This near be the same deal, but he'll be a little boom. You go get him. Pretty good outfit. 352 and a half. 5. 355. 355. 7, 60. 2 and a half. 365. 7.5. 70. 372 and a 75. 77 80. 382 and a half. 385. 387 and 90. 390. 2 and a half. 95. 97 and a half. 4. 2 and a half. 5. 4 7 and a half. 410. 412 and a half. 415. 479. 417 and a half. 15 79. 415. Put on CS35, chuck him your keys now. You'll be back in a minute. Good right there. 325, 7 hand, 325, got a man, 327, 30, 2 and a half, 5, 337, 40, 342 and a half, 342 and a half, 342 and a half, 5, 345, 347 and a half, 347 and a half, 5, 7, 8, 345, but on Casey 5X. Well, little heifer be the same deal. No, it ain't the same deal either. Three head of them. Come over at equipment. Rosebud. 25 days wean. 45 days wean. 2 round shots. Settle right there. $3, 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a 5, 3, 5, 7 and a half, 10, 3, 10, 12 and a half, 3, 15, 17, 17 to 20, 322 and a 5, 327 and 30, 332 and 35, 7, 8, 337 and 5, 7, 8, 335, Travis 3X. Here for the good lady there, $3, 2 and a half. Different deal here now. $3, 2 and a half. 3, 3, 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. 3, 2 and a half. 3, 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. Judith 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. $3. Put it on Terrell 30. 1X. Is this one up? $3, two and a half. Three, two and a half. $3, I got a man. 3, two and a half. $3, 5. 3, 7 and a half. 3, 10. 12 and a half. 15. 17 and a half. 20. 2 and a half. 5. 3, 25. 3, 22 and a 5. 3, 22. 55. 7 and a half. 40. 3, 42 and a half. 3, 45. 3, 47 and a half. 3, 47 and a 5. 7 and 50. 3, 52 and a half. 3, 52 and a half. 3, 50. Put on Seth. Okay, for the good right there. 325, 327 and a half. I got a man. 327 and a half. 330, 2 and a half, 5. 337 and a half, 40. 342 and a half, 345, 347 and 50. 352 and a half, 7 and a half, 60. 362 and a half, 7 and a half, 70. 372 and a half, 7 and a half, 80. 382 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, 387 and 90. 392 and a half, 95, 97 and 4, 397 and 4, 397, 50. Terrell 39. Good right there, 22 and a half. I got a man, 325, 327 and a half, 30, 32 and a half, 335, 337 and 40, 342 and a half, 45, 47 and a half, 50, 352 and a 5, 7 and a half, 60, 360, 60, 357, 50 CS, put on 41. Good right there. 262 and a half. 262 and a half. 262 and a half. 262 and a half. 52 and a half. 250. I got a man. 2 and a half. 5. 255. 257. 60. 262 and a half. 5. 265. 7 and a half. 70. 272 and a half. 5. 275. 77 and a half. 80. 282 and a half. 282 and a half. 280. Matthew 1X. Steer Kev. What was any good? Selling right there, 72 and a half. 370, I got a man. 2 and a half. 375, 375, 377 of 80. 382 and a half. 385, 387 and a half. 90, 90, 92 and a half. 392 and a 95. 397 and a half. 4, 2 and a half. 5, 405. 405. 2 and a 5. 402. 50 CS 35. Every good, sir. 325, 7 and a half, 325, got a man, 327 and a half, 327 and a half, 30, 2 and a half, 5, 335, 335, 2 and a 5, 330, 255, 7 and a half, 337 and 40, 342 and a half, 345, 347 and a half, 50, 352 and a half, 355, 355, 357 and a half, 60, 362 and a half, 5, 367 and a half, 70, 372 and a half, 375, 375, 377 and a half, 80, 382 and a half, 382 and a half, 380 LC, 380 on 6. Half of the good right there, $3, 2 and a half, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 3, 2 and a half, knocking a man, 3, 2 and a half, $3, 2 and a half, what about here, 2 and a half, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 7 and a half, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 12 and a half, 3, 12 and a half, 15, 15, 17 and a half, 20, 20, 20, 3, 22 and a half, 3, 25, 3, 25, 7 and a half, 3, 27 and a half, 7 and a half, 30, 3, 32 and a half, 3, 35, 3, 37 and a half, 40, 342 and a half, 345, 7 and a half, 50, 2 and a half, 352 and a half, 357 and a half, 60, 2 and a half, 362 and a half, 360, but I don't see a Brad 3X. Steer Kevin again right there. $3, 2 and a half, 3, 2 and a half, $3, 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 2 and hand. 3 2 and 8. $3 2 and 8. I got a man. 3 2 and 8. 3 2 and 8. $3 2 and 8. $3. Put it on Terrell. 46. Can them go with the 39s? Pin them with the 39s. 45. Heifer good there. 285, 287 a hand. 285 got a man. 287 a hand. 287 a 90. 295. 297 a 3. 209. 205. 307 a half. 310. 12 a hand. 15. 17 and 20. 322 a hand. 325. 327 a hand. 30. 332 and a hand. 335. 337 a hand. 40. 342 and a 5. 345. 342 and a 5. 342 50. Put it on a CS0X. Pin them off. Oh, shut up. 45 days we ain't had shots now. Sell it out there. 322 and a half. 325. 7 and a half. 32 and a half. 335. 337 and 42 and a half. 5. 50. 352 and a half. 5. 7. 357 and 60. 2 and a half. 5. 365. 365. 2 and a half. 362. 50. Seth. Heifer right there, 85, 87 a hand, 285, I got a man, 287 a hand, 87 a 90, 295, 97 a 3, 3, 2 and a half, 5, 5, 7 a 10, 10, 12 and a hand, 15, 79, 20, 322 and a hand, 325, 327 a hand, 30, 2 and a hand, 5, 335, 337 a 40, 342 and a hand, 5, 5, 345, 347 a hand, 50, 350, 350, 347 a half, CS0X. 45 days, Wayne, no better than her. 352 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a 5. 70, 60, 62 and a half. 5. 367 and a half. 70, 2 and a half. 375. 377 of 80. 382 and a half. 385. 385. 385. 82 and 85. 82 and 85. 5, 7 and a half. 387 and 90. 2 and a half. 392 and a half. 5. 395. 392 and 95. 9250 Travis 3X. Oh, little bull calf and a good one right there. $4, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. $4, I got a man. 2 and a half. $4, 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 2 and a half. 4, 2 and a half. 5. 405. 407 and a half. 410. 410 a pound. 12 and a half. 412 and a 15. 415. 17 and a half. 20. 422 and a half. 422 and a half. 420 Matthew 1. Okay, have a good there. $4 a pound, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. Four, got a man, 2 and a half. 4, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. 4, 5, 4, 7, 8, 4, 10, 4, 12 and a half. 4, 15, 17, 20, 4, 20, 2 and a half. 4, 22 and a half. 5, 4, 25, 4, 25, 4, 27 and a half. 4, 27 and a half. 4, 25, 7, 8, 4, 25, Matthew number 1. Hey, for the good lady there. Good, and she is. Sell her. 235, 237, 40, 40, 2 and a half, 247 and a half, 50, 252 and a half, 252 and a half, 5, 255, 257, 60, 62 and a half, 5, 7, 267 and a half, 70, 272 and a half, 272 and a half, 272 and a half, 270, put it on RNF 6X. There's a mate tour right there, the good. 310, 12 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, 310, 312 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, got a man, 312 and 15, 15, 17 and 20, 322 and 5, 327 and 30, 332 and 5, 337 and 40, 342 and 345, 347 and 347 and 5, 7, 8, 345, Brad, 4X. What was good old yearling right there? Steering a good in there. Sell him. $1.85. $1.87. $1.85. $1.87. I got a man. $1.87 a tiny. $1.92 and $1.92 and $92 and $95. $1.97 $2. $2 2 and $5 5 2 5 2 7 $2 10 2 10 2 12 and a half 2 15 2 17 $2 17 $2 17 2 17 $15 17 16 17 17 18 19 $20 $2 21 $2 22 $2 23 $2 24 5 $2 26 $2 27 $2 27 $2 26 7 $2 26 RNF. Put him on 7. Steer calf for a good right there. 92 and a half. I got a man. 92 and a half. 292 and a 5. 295. 297. 3. 3. Number 3. 3. 297 3. 3 R 2 and a half. Number 5. Number 3. 5. 3 7 and a half. Number 3 10. Number 3 12 and a half. Number 3 12 and a half. Number 3 12 and a half. 3 12 and a half. 15. 3 15. Number 3 15. 17 and a half. 20. Number 3 20. 3 20. Number 17 to 23. 17 50 R and F 6. Be 4 ahead of these. Good outfits right there. 22 and a half. Number 320. I got a man. 322 and a 5. Number 7 to 30. Number 32 and a 35. Number 7 and number 40. Number 340. 342 and a number 345. Number 347 and number 50. 350. Number 2 and a half. Number 355. 355. 355. 7 8. Number 357 5. 7 8. Number 355. 7 8. 355. But on Seth. Thank you, Eddie. Hey, the holes in the bucket's right around there. Yeah. It's that car wash that done it. Good over right there. 342 and a half. 340, 342 and a half. Number 2 and a half. 342 and a half. 340, 340, 340, 40, 40, 42 and a half. 342 and a half. 2 and a half. 5. 345, 347 and a half. 50, 350, 47, 50, 347, 57. Good over right there. $3 2 and a half. 3 2 and a half. $3 2 and a half. 3 got a man. 2 and a half. 3 2 and a half. 5 305 305 305 305 7 and a half. 10 10 10 10 10 3 10 3 7 10 3 7 10 3 7 10 750 Brewer. Boys, I don't make them no better than him now. 82 and 85, 382 and 85, 385, 85, 85, 385, 82 and 85, 382 and 85, 82 and 85, 382, 55, 382, 55, I got a man, 85, 79, 387 and 90, 2 and 8, 395, 97 and 4, 2 and 8, 5, 7, 10, 4, 10, 7 10, 4, 750, but I don't tear on, or see, a cookie 30. Be 8 head of these cattle. What you talking about? Good now. 82 and a half. 382 and a half. 380, 82 and a half. Got a man. 2 and a half. 5. 85, 87 and 90, 93, 92 and a half. 395, 97, 4. $4 2 and a half. 4, 5, 4, 7 and a half. 10, 10, 12 and a half. 15, 79, 20, 420, 420, 420, 4, 17, 56, 35. You leave it? Thank you. Here's the goods right there. 350, 2 and a half. 350, 52 and a half. 350, 2 and a half. Got a man. 2 and a 5. 355, 7 and a half. 60. 2 and a half. 360, 2 and a half. 2 and a half. You're out of there. 365. Joey 5. 7 and a half. 367 and a half. 367 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. 70. 2 and a half. 372 and a half. 372 and a half. 370 Brewer. You talking about the kind there. Sell out $3, 2 and a half, $3, 2 and 3, 2 and $3, 2 and a half, 5, 5, 7 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, 20, 322 and a half, 5, 327 and a half, 30, 332 and a half, 335, 335, 337 and a half, 40, 340, 2 and a half, 345, 347 and 50, 352 and a half, 352 and a half, 355, 355, 52 and a 5, 352, 55, 352, 50. McDonald. This same deal. Need the mail, Rick. There's a 7 head of these cattle now right on the B branch. Are they in there? No. So these out here, good sale are 325, 700, 325, 327, good sale, 325, 327, 325, 327, I got a man, 327, 5, 700, 30, 330, 330, 2 and a half, 5, 335, 335, 7 and a half, 337, 700, 40, 2 and a half, 340, 245, 700, 50, 350, 2 and a half, 355, 700, 60, 360, 57, 60, 357, 57. Good right there. 310, 12 and a half, 310, got a man, 12 and a half, 15, 317 to 20, 2 and a half, 5, 327 to 30, 332 and 35, 37 to 40, 342 and 5, 7 and 15, 2 and a half, 5, 7 and 60, 362 and 5, 7 and 70, 372 and 75, 77 of 80, 382 and a half, 85, 87 and 90, 392 and 95, 97 to 4, 4, 2 and a half, 5, 5, 4, 5, 4, 2 and 5, 4, 0, 2, 50, put it on a bit of cookie, 30. Be long-haired blacks. I can tell you. Celebrate 362 and a half, 5, 7, 70, 72 and a half, 5, 375, 377 of 80, 382 and a half, 85, 87, 90, 392 and 95, 97, 4, 4, 2 and a half, 5, 4, 7 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17, 20, 422 and 5, 427 30, 32 and 35, 37 and 437 and 435, but I don't cookie 30. Selling buyer, $3, 2 and a half, $3, I got a man, 3, 2 and a half, 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 $3 PNR. Yeah, this will be RP here. Every kid for a good night. 310, 12 and a half. 310, 12 and a half. 310, get a man. 312 and a half. 310 to bomb, 12 and a half. 310, 12 and a half. 310, 12 and 15, 15, 15, 17, 19, 20. 320, 320 up high. 320, 320, 2 and a half. 320, 2 and a half. 320, 2 and a half. 320, put it on Seth. There's a little cattle right here come down here out toward Fairfield Bay now. They're 60 days weaned. They're about as good as you want to look at. 425, 427 and a half, 425. I got a man, 427 and a half, 60 days weaned, 427 and a half, 30, 430, 2 and a half, 435, 437 and a half, 440, 442 and a half, 445, 447 and a half, 50, 450, 450, 447 and 50, 450, 447 and 50, 447 and a half, Terrell 29. I ain't seen them. Be little heifers come right with them. 350, 2 and a half. 350, 2 and a half. Yeah, they may be. Jody went after some. 350, 2 and a half. 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 Who done it here, boys? 350, 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a 5. 355, 7, 8, 60, 2 and a half. 365, 367 and a half. 70, 70, 70, 73, 70, 67, 50 LC number 6. $60 days weaned, same deal. $4, 2 and a half. I got a man. 4, 2 and a 5. 7, 8, 10, 12, 9, 15, 17, 20, 420, 2 and a 5, 427, 30, 430, 2 and a 5, 7, 8, 40, 440, 2 and a 5, 445, 445, 442, 50, CS 0. Or you'll have like her 350, 2 and a half, 350, 2 and a half, got a man weaned out, 350, 2 and a half, 355, 7, 60, 2 and a half, 5, 367, 70, 72 and a half, 372 and a half, 372 and a half, 72 and a half, 370 Travis, 3X. See one of them? Is this the same deal? All right, here, let him off, Rick. Let's bow. So good right there. Same cattle as 60-day wean, Candace. Selling right there. $4, 2 and a half. 385, 387, 385. I got a van, 387 and a half. 387 and 90, 390, 2 and 95, 97 and 4, 4, 2 and a half, 4, 2 and a half, $4, 2 and a half, $4. Put it on 39 on the Terrell 39. Or a little hard heifer right there. 325, 327, 325, 327, I got a boy, 7, 327, 5, 7, 325, 327, 30, 330, 330, 330, 2 and a half, 330, 2 and a 5, 337, 40, 340, 2 and a half, 340, 2 and a half, 5, 345, 7 and a half, 347, 45, 47, 345 LC. You'll make him a 6. Oh, she's nothing but running gears now. 310, 12 and a half. 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 Thin kind. 310, 312 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. 3, 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. 3, 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. $3. Put it on LF straight. Put it on Brewer. Change it to Brewer. So right there, 330, 2 and a half, 330, 2 and a half, 330, 2 and a half, 330, 330, 330, 30, 30, 30, 2 and a half, I got a man, 2 and a 5, 337, 40, 340, 2 and a half, 345, 345, 42 and a 5, 7 and a half, 347, 50, 350, 2 and a half, 350, 2 and a half, 350, 2 and a half, 350, Seth. Bye, Marcia. Come back and you can stay longer. A little steer cattle. Once they come right outside of town here now, they'll be weaned out a good while. Be 45 days or more weaned. He has been feeding them. Selling goods right there. 372 and a half. 370, 72 and a half. Weaned out. 372 and a half. 372 and a half. High demand. 2 and a half. 5. 7. 377, 80. 382 and a half. 385. 7. 90. 392 and a half. 95. 395. 392 and a half. 9250 CS straight. Yeah. Pin them with zeros. Weighed out steers right there. $4, 2 and a half. High demand. 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17, 19, 20. 422 and a 5. 427 30. 432 and 435. 437 40. 442 and 5. 445. 445. 442 and 5. 442 50 CS0. When you pull them green, boys. Heifers and goods right there. 352 and a half. 352 and a half. Got a man. 2 and a half. 5. 355. 355. 355. 355. 355. I got you. 355. 355. 2 and 5. 350. 255. 7 and a half. 357. 60. 362 and a half. 5. 365. 7 and 367 and 70. 370. 367 50 CS0X. One of them right there. 25, 7 and a half, 325, 327 and a half, 325, 5, 7 and a half, 325, 327 and a half, 325. Wayne, I got a man. 327 and a half, a pair, 7 and a half, 327 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 325, 7 and a half, 325. Matthew 3X. I'd come right with him now, just belong to his mom. Selling right there. 370, 2 and a half, 370. I got a man. 2 and a half, 372 and a half, 372 and a half, 72 and a half, 72 and a half, 372 and a half, 370. CS straight. Selling right there. 362 and a half. Same cattle. 362 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 362 and a half. 25. 365. 7, 70. 2 and a half. 372 and a half. 5. 375. 7 and a half. 80. 382 and a half. 382 and a half. 385. 385. 385. 82 and 85. 382 50 PNR. Supposed to be 7 head of these cattle a long time. We ain't had 1 round of shots. Talking about bulldogs and good and there. 332 and a half. 330, 330. I got a man. 2 and 5. 7 8. 40. 342 and 5. 7 8. 50. 352 and a half. 5. 7 8. 60. 362 and a half. 5. 365. 365. 7 and a half. 70. 2 and a half. 375. 7 and a half. 7 8. 377 and 375. 7 8. 375 beaver. Those are weaned out now. All they needs a little of that green grass growing, boys. You can hear it. Talking about pouring the kind there. Sell them $3, 2 and a half. 3 got a man. 2 and a half. 3 2 and a half. 5 305 307 and a half. 10 12 and a half. 15 17 20 322 and a half. 325 7 8 327 and a half. 325 7 8 325. Put it on Terrell 31. Weaned out and steer right there. $3, 2.5. Three, 2.5. $3, 2.5. I got a man, 2.5. 5, 305, 7, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17, 20, 320, 2.5. 322 and a half. 322 and a half. 320. Put it on Terrell 31. Weaned out. Set him right there. 345. 7.5. I got a man. 7.8. 347. 45. 7.8. 345. 7.8. 50. 2.8. 5. 357. 60. 2.8. 5. 367.5. 70. 372. 5. 7.8. 80. 380. 380. 380. Put it on Cookie 30. There's a little low to these cattle. Family deal. We tagged them. They're all weaned. Had everything done. So that good little steer right there. $3, 2.5. I got a man. 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, 9, 15, 17, 20, 320. 322 and a half, 5, 7, 8, 30, 332 and a half, 35, 37, 40, 342 and 5, 347, 50, 352 and a half, 5, 7, 8, 60, 362 and a half, 5, 7, 8, 70, 370, 67, 70, 70, who done it? 370, 67, 50 Casey on 5X. Way down to good heifer right there. 50, 205, 255, 255, 255, 205, 252. Lily, 257 and a half, 60, 262 and a half, 265, 265, 205, 7 and a half, 267, 267, 5, 7, 265 RNF 20X. Good right there. $3, 2.5. 3, 2.5. $3, 2.5. Weighed out, boys. $3, 2.5. 3, 2.5. 3. 2.5. I got a man. 2.8. 3, 2.5. 5. 3, 5. 7, 10. 3, 10. 3, 10. 3, 10. 3, 7. 50. Dan 25X. Steer calf, weaned out, long time, and a good sell him. $3, 2.5. 3, 2.5. I got a man, 2.8. 5, 7, 8, 10, 310, 310, 12 and a half, 312 and a half, Rick, 12 and a half, 15, 17, 317, 15, 17, 315, Passmore. Best one today, 22 and a half, 322 and a half, 320, 2 and a half, 320, 2 and a half, 322 and a half, good heifer boys, 322 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 310, 12 and I got a man, 312 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 310, 12 and a half, 310, Inman 6X. $3, 2.5. 3, 2.5. Got a man, 2.8. 3, 2.8. 3, 2.5. 5, 3, 5. 3, 5. 3, 5. 2.5. Get her weight. 3, 2.5. 7.5. 3, 7, 10. 3, 10. 12 and a half. 15. 17. 20. 3, 20. 2.5. 3, 25. 7.5. 30. 3, 30. 2.5. 3, 32 and a your turn. 3, 32 and a 5. 3, 35. 3, 37 and a half. 40. 3, 42 and a 3, 40. 2.5, 340, put on Brad 4X. She might have a crooked foot, boys, and you go get her. I ain't sure. Was it sure crooked? Settle right there. 210, 12 and a half. 210, 12 and a half. 210, 212 and a half. 210, 12 and a half. 210, 12 and a half. 210, 212 and a half. 210, 212 and a half. Got a man. 12 and a half. 210, 12 and a half. 210, 12 and a half. 15, 15, 17 and a half. 20, 220, 2 and a half. 225, 227, 30, 230, 205, 235, 235, 35, 230, 205, 230, 250. Damn, put it on Dan 25X. Boy, Steer, come right with him now. You be Wayne, be a bull. He's a good one either way. Sell him right there. 285, 287 and a half. I got a man. 287 and a half. Number 90. Number 2 and a half. Number 292 and a half. 292 and a half. Number 292 and a 5. 295, 297 and a half. 3. Number 2 and a half. Number 35. Number 7 and a half. Number 10. 310. Number 7 and 10. Number 3, 750. Pass more. $45 days, Wayne. 1 round of both shield goal. B3 had a good average right there. Here they are, Travis. This ones you asked me about. 325, 327 and a half. I got a man. 327 to 30. Number 2 and a half. Number 5. 337 and a half. 40. Number 342 and 45. Number 345. 342 and 5. Number 5. 342, 55. 342, 50. Travis 3X. Steer Kevin, a good right there. 335, 337 a hand. 335, got a man. 337 a hand. 335, 335, 337 40. 2 and a hand. 5, 347 a hand. 347 a 5, 7 hand. 345, 347 a hand. 345, but I don't turn 345, but I'm on 46. Pretty good kind right there. 70, 2 and a half. 370, I got a man. 2 and a half. 5, 7, 8, 80, 2 and a half. 385, 387 and a half. 90, 392 and a half. 95, 97 and a half. 4, 4, 2 and a half. 5, 4, 7 and a half. 4, 10, 4, 12 and a half. 4, 15, 4, 15, 4, 15, 4, 12 and a half. Put it on, you bidding, Dan? 4, 12 and a half. Put it on CS 35. Nah, he wasn't bidding. I thought he was. Be the same load right here now. Be the same cattle 45 days. Wayne, 1 round. Bulls and Goods right there. 340, 2 and a half. 340, 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and 5. 347 and a half. 50, 352 and a half. 355, 355, 7 and 60, 2 and a half. 365, 7 and 70, 2 and a half. 375, 377 and 80, 2 and a half. 382 and 85, 87 and a half. 90, 93, 92 and a half. Hold your gate. 395, 397 and 4, 4, 2 and a half. 4, 5. Let them go. 4, 5, 4, 2 and 5. 4, 250 CS 35. 382 and a half. 380, I got a man. 2 and 5. 387 and 90, 92 and 95, 97 4, 4, 2 and 5. 4, 7 and a half. 10. 4, 12 and a half. 4, 15, 4, 15, 4, 15, 4, 15. 12 and a half. 15, 4, 12 and a half. Cookie 30. Good right there. $3, 2 and a half. Three, get a man. 2 and a half. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 3, 10, 12 and a half. 3, 12 to 15, 15, 79, 20, 3, 20, 3, 22 and a half. 3, 22 and a half. 3, 22 and a half. 5, 3, 25, 3, 25, 7 and a half. 3, 27 to 30, 3, 30, 3, 32 and a half. 5, 3, 37 and a half. 40, 3, 42 and a half. 3, 45, 3, 47 and a half. Did you do it? 347, 50, 350, 2 and a half, 5, 355, 355, 355, 355, 350, 250, pass more. Every good right there. 330, 2 and a 5, 335, got a man, 5, 335, 335, 7 and a half, 337 to 40, 2 and a half, 345, 347 to 50, 350, 350, 2 and a half, 5, 357 and a half, 60, 2 and a half, 365, 367, 367, 365, Brewer. Good right there. $4, 2 and a half. $4, 2 and a half. $2 and a half. 2 and a half. 4, 2 and a half. 4, 2 and a half. $4, 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 2 and and a half. $4 2 and a half. $4 2 and a half. 5. 4 5 7 8. 4 10. 4 10 4 10 4 10 12 and a half. 4 15. 17 19. 20. 4 22 and a half. 4 25. 4 27 30. 4 32 and a half. 4 35. 4 35. 4 32 and a 5. 4 32 50. Travis 3. Knocked it off with a weed eater. I have learned something in my 50 years that gray hair grows faster than colored hair. $45 days wean, 1 round of shots, 5 head of them right out of Enola and Goodens. Sell them right there. 3, 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. $3, 2 and a half. Got a man. 2 and 5. 3, 5, 7, 8. 10. 3, 10, 3, 10, 3, 10. 3, 7, 10. 3, 10, 12 and a half. 15. 17, 20. 3, 22 and a half. 3, 25. 3, 22 and a half. 3, 22, 50 Inman 6X. Good ever right there. 32 and a half. 32 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 32 and a half. What about here? 332 and a half. 332 and a half. 5. 7 and a half. 40. 342 and a half. 345. 347 and a half. 50. 352 and a half. 352 and a half. 352 and a half. 355. 355. 7 and a half. 60. 2 and a half. 365. 7 8. 367 8. 365. Seth. Good right there. 332 and a half. 330, 332 and I got a man. 2 and a half. 5. 337 and a half. 40. 340, 342 and a half. 5. 345. 342, 55. 7 8. 347 50. 2 and a half. 5. 357 and a 60. 362 and a half. 5. 365. 2 and a half. 7 and a half. 367 70. 2 and a half. 372 and a half. 370 72 and a half. 370 Beaver. Having a good Saturday. 95, 97 and a half, 295, 297 and a half, 295, 297. Got a man, 7 and a half, 297 to 3, 3, 2 and a half, 5, 3, 7 and a half, 10, 3, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17 and 20, 3, 22 and a half, 3, 22 and a half, 3, 22 and a half, 3, 20, Inman 6X. Look here at these hard rocks. With 5 head of these, they'll be weaned now. Good outfits. Find them a little better now. 345, 347 and a half. Weaned out, 345. I got a man. 347 to 50, 2 and a half, 5. 357 and a half, 60, 2 and a half, 365, 7 and a half, 70, 2 and a half, 5. 377 of 80, 382 and a half, 82 and a half, 5. 385, 387 and a half, 90, 390, 390, 87 and 93, 87 and 90, 87, 50, CS4. Same cattle come right with them. Boys are good as well. Sell them right there. 352 and a half. I'm going to man 5. 355, 7, 8, 60, 2 and 8, 5, 367, 70, 370, 2 and 8, 5, 375, 77, 8, 377, 5, 7, 8, 375, 77, 8, 375, CS 4. Was a 16 head of these cattle right on Mountain View. They won't be weaned, but they're dried out looking to me. So good right there. 335, 337 and a half. I got a man 40, 2 and a half, 345, 347 to 50, 2 and a half, 5, 355, 357 to 60, 2 and a half, 5, 365, 7, 8, 70, 370, 2 and a half, 372 and a half, 72 and a half, 372 and a half, 370 Seth. Oh, it's heifers and good and there. Salamar, 325, 327 and a half, 325 got a man, 327 and a half, 7 and a half, 30, 330, 330, 330, 330, well, 332 and a half, 335, 337 and a half, 40, 342 and a half, 342 and a half, 342 and a half, 5, 345, 347 and a half, 50, 352 and a half, 355, 357 and a half, 60, 360, 2 and a half, 362 and a half, 362 and a half, 360 Beaver X. Nope. Hang on a minute now. Jamie was ringing. Them heifers. 352 and a half. Heifers outside. Let's do it again. 355. 357 and a half. 60. 2 and a half. 362 and a half. 362 and a half. 362 and a half. 360. Put it on Brad 4X. Brad 4X. Silicon right there. 345, 347, 345, got a man. 347, 347, 345, 7, 347, 5, 750, 352 and a half, 5, 355, 355, 357, 60, 362 and a half, 5, 367, 70, 2 and a half, 372 and a 5, 375, 375, 375, 372, 50. Put it on Travis on 3X. Don't even have to bet on him, Joey. He'll put you in. Good right there. $4 2 and a half. $4 2 and a half. 4 2 and a half. Got a man 2 and a half. 4 2 and a half. $4 2 and a 5. 4 5. 7 8. 10. 12 15. 17 20. 420. 17 22 and a half. 422 and a half. 422 and a half. 5. 425. 425. 2 and a 5. 422 50 LC 6. Heifer down good there. 42 and 45, 342 and 5, 342 and 5, 340, 255, 345. Got a man. 345, 2 and 5, 340, 255, 342 and 7, 8, 347, 8, 50, 352 and 8, 352 and 5, 355, 355, 355, 2 and 5, 352, 50 on the CS0X. Good there. 340, 2 and 8, 340, 342 and 8, 342 and 8, 342 and a half, 342 and a half, 340, 340. I got a man, 2 and 8, 342 and 8. You did here, 2 and 8, 342 and 8, 5, 345, 5, 2 and 5, 345, 7, 8, 347, 8, 345, 7, 8, 345. What's good right there? 372 and a half. 370, 72 and a half. I'm going to be in 2 and a half. 372 and a half. 372 and a half. 370, 72 and a half. 372 and a half. 372 and a half. 370, but I don't see us 41. Oh, she needs a chance. $3, 2.5. $3, 2.5. I'm gonna be in 2.5. 3, 2 and a half. 5, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, 8, 12, 15, 15, 79, 317, 20, 320, 2.5, 325, 327, 32 and a half, 335, 337, 40, 342, 45, 47, 50, 352 and 5, 355, 355, 2 and 5, 352, 50 LC 6. Having a good baby bird. 285, 287, 285, 287, 285, 287, 285, 287, 285, 287, 285, 285, but on RNF 6X. Must be 9 head of these cattle had a round on their mama, Jamie. It's the ones you asked me about. Niels. Was he said these old calves will be AI sard now. He bred them with straw. So good right there. 385, 387 and a half, 385, got a man, 87 and a half, 387 and a half, 90, 392 and a half, 395, 397 and a half, 4, 2 and a half, 4, 2 and a half, 5, 7, 8, 4, 7, 8, 410, 412 and a half, 415, 417, 20, 422 and a 5, 427 and 30, 432 and a 35, 437 and 40, 442 and a half, 442 and a half, 440, but I don't cookie 30. Here's some goods right there. 350, 2 and a half. I'm going to be in 2 and a half. 350, 2 and a half. 5, 355, 357, 57, 60, 2 and a half. 360, 2 and a half. 5, 367 and a half. 70, 370, 370, 370, 2 and a half. 370, 2 and a half. 375, 377 and a half. 375, 377 and a half. 375, but on beaver. Be heifers now, AI bred heifers. Gonna see all right here. 335, 337, 335, 337, 335, 337, I got a man, 7.5, 40, 342 and a half, 345, 347 and a half, 50, 352 and a half, 352 and a half, 352 and a half, 350 more. Heifer right there, 322 and a half, 320, 322 and a half, 320, I got a man, 322 and a half, 320, 322 and a half, 292 and a half, 5, 325, 7, 8, 30, 330, 332 and a half, 5, 335, 337 and 40, 342 and a half, 345, 347 and 50, 352 and a half, 352 and 5, 355, 355, 7, 8, 60, 2 and a half, 362 and a half, 360, but I don't see a 0X. Heifer the goods there. 52 and a 5, 352 and a 5, 355, 355, 355, 2 and a 5, 350, 2 and a 5, 350, 255, 352, 55, 332 and a 5, 332 and I got a man 5, 337 and a half. Hold your gate, Rick. 337 and 40, 340, 337 and 40, 2 and a half, 342 and a half, 5, 345, 347 and a half, 347 and 5, 7 and a half, 345, but I don't Seth. Good right there. 322 and a half. 320, 322 and a half. 322 and a half. 322 and a half. 320. I got a man 2 and a 5. 327 and a half. 27 30. 332 and a half. 335. 337 and a half. 337 and 5. 740. 342 and a half. 342 and a half. 340. Put it on to CS4X. Brad 4X. Be 13 head of these cattle had a round of shots on their mamas. Boy, the goods right there. $3, 2.5. I got a man, 2.5. 3, 2.5. 7.5, 10. 12.5. 15. 17, 20. 320, 2.5. 325, 325, 2.5. 320, 2.5. 320, 2.5. 320, 250. RNF 6X. With steers and goods there. Bulls. Oh, good either way you go. 335, 337 and a half. I got a man. 337 and a half. 337 and 5, 7, 8, 337 and 40, 342 and 8, 342 and 5, 345, 7 and a half, 347 and a half, 345, 7 50, 352 and a half, 352 and 5, 355, 7 and a half, 357 and 8, 60, 2 and a half, 362 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 367 and a half, 5, 7, 8, 365. But on Beaver. Bulls and goods there. Sell them out there. $3, 2.5. 3, 2 and a half. I got a man 2 and a 5. 3, 5, 7, 10. 12 and 8, 15. 17, 20. 320, 2 and 8. 320, 2 and a half. 5, 325. 325, 2 and a 5. 320, 255. 320, 250. Passmore. So good right there. $3, 2 and a half. 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 $3, 2 and $3, 2 and a half. 3, 2 and a half. 3, 2 and a half. 2 and I got a man. 2 and a half. 3, 2 and a half. 5. 305. 305. 2 and a 5. 302 and a 5. 302.55. 302.50 Beaver. Every good sir, 345, 347, I got a man, 790, 347, 50, 352 and a half, 5, 357, 60, 2 and a 5, 265, 265, 7 and a half, 267 and 70, 272 and a 5, 277 and a half, 80, 280, 280, 282 and a half, 285, 287 and a half, 290, 292 and a half, 295, 297 and a half, 297 and a half, 295, RNF 6X. Was 4 head of these cattle. I bet they're AI bred too. Selling iron, 322 and a half, 322 and a half, 320 got a man, 2 and a 5, 327 and 30, 332 and a 5, 7, 40, 342 and 45, 7, 50, 350, 350, 47 and 50, 52 and a half, 352 and 5, 7, 60, 2 and a half, 365, 7 and a half, 70, 370, 370, 370, 67 and 70, 367, 50, put it on Terrell 39. Put on 46, Terrell 46. So good effort right there. 345, 347, 345, 347, 345, 7, 345, a man, 347, 347, 5, 7, 50, 2.5, 355, 357, 60, 60, 357, 60, 357, 50, 60, 2.5, 360, 2.5, 5, 365, 7, 367, 365, but I don't see S on 0X. 385, 387, 385, got a man, 387, 90, 392, 95, 7, 4, 2, 5, 4, 7, 10, 4, 12, 4, 15, 4, 17, 20, 2, 4, 25, 4, 27, 30, 4, 32, 5, 4, 35, 4, 35, 4, 32, 5, 4, 32, 50, Terrell, 39. Do what? Change that last and cookie 30. Change the last and do cookie 30. There, hold your gate just a second. Shake the piss out of this thing. There he is right there. 385, 387, 385, 387, 385, 387, 385, 387, 387, 5, 7, I got a man, 87, 90, 392 and a half, 95, 97 and a half, 4, 4, 4, 4, 97, 4, 397, 50, Terrell, 39. Here again, right there. $3 two and a half. $3 two and a half. $3 two and a half. $3 two and I got a man two and a half. $3 two and a half. $3 two and a half. $5 $3 5 $3 5 7 half. $10 $3 10 12 and a half. $3 15 $3 17 $20 $3 22 and a half. $3 25 $3 27 $30 $3 30 $3 27 $50. But I don't pass more. That fixed it, didn't it? That's steer outside. Heifer in here. Settle there. 325. 7 ahead. 325. 327 ahead. I got a man. 327 ahead. 325. 327 ahead. 327 5. 7 ahead. 325. 7 ahead. 325. 7 to 30. 330. 330. 2 and a half. 332 and a half. 335. 335. 332 50. Seth. Ten head of these cattle. Steers and goods right there. 385, 387 and a half. 385. Steer cattle bones. 385, 387. I think so. This one here is. 385, 387 and a half. I got a man. 387 and a half. 578, 387 and a half. 90, 392 and a half. 392 and a half. 397 and a half. $4 two and a half. 5, 47 and a half. 10, 410, 12 and a half. 15, 417 and a half. 17 and a half. 15, 79, 415. Terrell 30. Cookie 30. Steer calf for a good right there. 332 and a half. 332 and a half. 332 and a half. 330. I got a man. 2 and a 5. 335. 7 8. 40. 342 and a half. 345. 7 and a half. 350. 2 and a half. 5. 357 and a half. 60. 2 and a half. 362 and a 5. 7 8. 367 72 and a half. 375. 377 80. 382 and a half. 385. 387 and a half. 90. 392 and a half. 395. 397 4. 4 and a half. $4, put it on Terrell 39, Terrell 39. Steers and goods there. $4 2 and a half. $4 2 and a half. $4 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a 5. 4 5 7 8. 10. 4 12 and a half. 4 12 and a half. 4 12 and a half. Hold your gate. 4 12 and a half. You do it 15. 17 and 20. 4 22 and a half. 5. 4 27 and 30. 4 32 and a half. 4 32 and a half. 4 30. Gonna weigh them two ways. Bring them back. Cookie 30 outside, Terrell 39 the ring. Hey, it may be him calling them all three of them. Oh, he's got to have this one. So good right there. $4 2 and a half. $4 2 and a half. $4 2 and a half. Nothing but running gears, boys. $4. I got a man. 2 and a half. $4 2 and a 5. 4 5 7 and a half. 4 7 8. You bet. 4 10. 4 12 and a half. 4 15. 17 and a half. 20. 4 22 and a 5. 7 and 30. 4 32 and a half. 4 35. 4 35. 4 32 50. Put on Terrell 39. Good right there. $3 2 and a half. 3 2 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 3 2 and a half. 5 3 5 3 7 and a half. 3 10. 3 12 and a half. 3 15. 17 to 20. 3 20. 20 22 and a half. 3 22 and a half. 5 3 25. 3 22 and a half. 3 22 50 RNF 6. 332 and a half, 332 and a half, 330, 332 and a half, 332 and a half, 332 and a half, 330, 332 and a half, I got a man, 2 and a half, 332 and a half, 330, 332 and a half, 5, 335, 337 and 40, 42 and a half, 345, 347 and a half, 347 and 5, 780, 345, 7 and a half, 345, but I don't want to turn on 31. Little steer right there. 322 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 320, 322 and a half. 322 and a half. Over here. 2 and a half. 322 and a half. 322 and a half. 320, 325. 325, 325, 2 and a half. 320, 250 LC6. Good right there. 352 and a half. I got a man. 2 and a half. 5. 355. 7 and a half. 60. 360. 2 and a half. 5. 365. 365. 2 and a half. 2 and a half. 365. 7 and a half. 367. 72 and a half. 375. 377 80. 382 and a half. 85. 87 and 90. 390. 390. 87 and 90. 387. 50. Turtle cookie 30. Oh, it's got a little short tail, but she'll still be a good one. 275, 277 and a half, 275, 77 and a half, 275, 277 and a half, I got a man, 77, 80, 282 and a half, 285, 287 and a half, 290, 290, 92 and a half, 295, 297 and a half, $3, $2 and a half, 305, 307 and a half, 310, 310, 7 to 10, 3750, Dan, 24X. Ever good right there. 335, 7 and a half, 335, 337. I got a man, 7 to 40, 342 and a half, 345, 347 50, 352 and a half, 355, 355, 7 and a half, 60, 2 and a half, 362 and a half, 2 and a half, 360, Brad, 3X. It's all the calves, boys, the cow bars on the inside. Five-year-old fat to the heart right there. 42 and a half. $1.40. $1.42 and a half. Thank everybody, boys. $1.42 and a half. $1.40, 42 and a half. I got a man. 42 and a half. 7 and a half. $1.47. 6, 5, $6. $1.45. $1.45. But on Jeff. 21. Put them in. Hang on just a second. 22. Hello. Six-year-old open, boys. We run out of yellow stickers. He just drawing a mark through the age on the open ones. Settle right there. $1.25. $7 and a half. $1.25. 27 and a half. $1.25. 27 and a half. $1.25. Seeing Z. $1.25. $20 C. $1.21. $20.21. $1.21. $20.21. 15. 16. $15. $16. $15. Do what? Hold the gate. Hold the gate. She got a bad eye. Bring her back. Like a dog tick. So right there, $90, 91. But she got a little something in her eye, boys. 91. 91, 90, 91, 90, I got a man, 91, 90, 91, 91, 92, 92, 93, 93, 94, 94, 95, 97, 97, 98, 99, $1, $2, $2, $3, $4, $4, $4, $5, $5, $6, $7, $8, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, $1, $8, $9, 9, 10, 110, 11, 12, 112, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 118, 118, 17, 18, 117, RNF, put them on a 9. 24. Good bull right there. 52 and a half. 51, 1, 1, 1, 50, 51, 50, 51, 50, 51, 50, 51, 50, 51, $51, 50, 51, 50, 51, got a man, 50, 51, 50, 51, 50, 51, 50, but I don't give a bull. 37. Second period, 3-year-old. Who's a she, Bailey? Well, she bet to be 2 or 3 of these now belong to Mike. She's right ready to have it right there. Sell her. 1725. 1725. 3 by 2. 17. I got a man. 25. 1725. 1725. 50. 1750. 75. 1775. 1800. 1825. 1825. 50. 1850. 75. 1875. 19. 19. Quarter. 19. 1975. 2000. 2025. 50. 20. 50. 20. 50. 20. 50. 20. 50. 2025. But on RNF. Make it an 8. Short, solid, right in the third right there, boys. She'll have you want. Solid right there, 1425. 1425, 25, 1425. Third period. 1425, 1400, 1425, 25, 1400, I got a man, 25, 1425, 1400, 1425, 50, 1450, 1475, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1475, 1525, 1525, 25, 1525, 25, 1500, 1525, 1500, L1. Okay, out open right there, 25, 20 C, $25, $20, second Amanda C, $25, 20 C, $20 C, 5, 6, 8, 6, 7, $27, 8, 28, 29, 30, $31, 32, $32, $32, $32, $31 and 2, $31 and 2, 31, put it on RNF 9. Short and solid. 31, 30, 31, 30, 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, by 1, 31, 31, 31, 31, 27, 8, 27, 8, 27, 8, 28, 28, 28, 27, 8, short and solid. Yeah, she's open. 27, 8, 25, say, $25, say, 21, 20, 21, 20, I got a man, 21, $21, $20, $1, $20, RNF 8, 9, RNF 9. So right there, 21, 20, 21, I got a man, 21, 21, 20, 21, 2, 22, 3, 23, 23, 23, 4, 24, 5, 25, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 133, 34, 5, 136, 37, 137, 6, 7, 36, but on Jeff, 15. 7-year-old third. She's going to have you one, boys. Where to you? 21, 20, 21, got a man, 21, 2, 22, 5, 7, 5, 30, 2 and a half, 5, 37 and a half, 40, 42 and 45, 47 and a half, $47 and a half, $45, J&S Cal. Put her in pin 12. 3 by 2 right there, gonna have it, boys. 2025, 2025, 2025, 2025, 2025, 2025, got a man, 2025, 2025, 2025, 50, 20, 50, 75, 2100 and a quarter, 21 and a half, 75, 21, 75, 22, 2200 and a quarter, 22 and a quarter, 2200 and a quarter, 2200, J&S cap. Oh, she, JD. Oh, cap. 6 and open. Boys, a little wet bag there, and he's turned out. $10, 11. $10, 11. $10, 11. $10, 11. Got a man, 11, Jack, 11, 12. 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 119, 20, 121, 22, 22, 3, 23, Jackie, 3, 22, 3, 22, 3, 4, $24, 24, 3, 4, $23. Put it on Jeff, $23 and 15. I think she may have bad leg, boys, but she's second period. She's got a little bit of a bad leg right there now. Be a little bit straight. I'm going to say the calf won't have it. 3-year-old second period. Seller right there, $1,000, 25, 10, 25, got a man, 10, 25, 50, 10, 50, 75, 1100, 25, 11, 25, 50, 75, 11, 75, 11, 75, 1200, 25, 12, 50, 12, 75, 1300, 13 a quarter, had 13 to 75, 1400, 14 a quarter, now had 75, 14, 75, 14, 50, 75, 75, 14, 50, Jeff, 15. 7 open right there, $80, 81, 80 cents a pound, 81, 81, 81, 80, 81, 80, 81, 6-year-old heifer, 81, 80, 81, 81, 81, 81, 81, 80 cents a pound, 81, 80, 81, I got a man, 81, 81, 81, 81, 2, 82, 83, 83, 84, 80, 45, 85, 86, 86, 86, 86, 87, 87, 88, 88, 87, 8, 9, 89, 90, 91, 91, 92, 92, 3, 93, 4, 94, 5, 96, 96, 7, 97, 98, 98, 98, 99, $1, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 107, 8, 108, 9, 10, 110, 10, 10, 11, 12, 112, 13, $13, $14, $14, $15, $15, 14, 15, $14, 14, but Matthew straight. 5 and open. Boys, you talk about worm her and turn her out. Boys, bring her back. She weighs about 1,500. Sell her right there. $1 pound. 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 91. 91. 90 here. 91. 91. 81. 81. 81. Got a man. 82. 82. 85. 85. 87. 90. 92 and a half. 95. 97 and a half. 97 and a half. 5. 7. 8. 95. Odell. Put her in 29. So there, $90, 91, 90, 90, 90, 91, 90, 91, 90, I got a man, 91, 91, 91, 91, 91, 2, 92, 2, 3, 3, 93, 94, 94, 94, 95, 95, 94, 95, 94, 5, 94, 5, 94, but on Gibbon, CSX. There's first period. Short and solid by $1. $21. $20, 21. $20 got a man. 21. On 22. 5. 27. 8. 30. 32 and 8. 32 and 5. $35. 7. 8. 37. 8. 40. $40. 40. 37. 40. 42 and a half. 42 and a half. 42 and 5. 47 and a half. 47 5. 7. 8. 45. Jeff 15. Old open right there, $1 bill, $1, $1, pound, $1, I got a man, $1, $1, $1, $1, $2, $2, $3, $3, $4, $4, $5, $5, $4, $5, 4, 5, 6, $6, $7, $8, $1, 8, 9, 10, 110, 111, 111, 10, 11, 110, 11, 110, put it on Gibbon. After the heart there, 51, on 51, 51, on 51, I got a man, on 51, 51, 51, on 51, 51, 52, on 52, 3, 53, 4, 54, 54, 54, 55, 55, 54, 5, 54, 5, 54, 5, 5, 54, 5, 154, but I don't see a bull. 25. 90 bucks, 1, 90, 91, 99, 1997, boys. I remember it. 91, 91, I got a man, 91, 92, 92, 92, 92, 92, 93, 93, 4, 94, 94, 95, 95, 96, 96, 96, 96, 97, 97, 98, 98, 98, 98, 99, 99, dollar, 1, 102, 103, 104, 104, 5, 105, 6, 107, 108, 109, 110, 110, 910, 110, 109, put it on in, man. Cal. 23. 3-year-old. Well, pretty good old heifer right there. $21, $20, $20, $20, $20, $21, $21 got a band $2, $23, $23, $4, $5, $26, $7, $28, $29, $30, $31, $32, $33, $34, $5, $6, $7, $8, $39, $9, 8, 9, 40, $40, $40, $39, $40, $39, but I don't Inman cow. Short, solid, open, 32, 3, 32, 3, 32, got a man, $3, $33, 2, 3, 32, 33, 4, 34, 5, 36, 7, 37, 8, $38, 8, 9, 39, 39, 39, 8, 9, 38, 39, 38, put it on H&L on 16. $100 bill, $100 pound, $100 pound, $1, I got a man, $2, $102, $103, $103, $104, $5, $106, $7, $8, $8, $9, $10, $10, $10, $11, $12, $12, $13, $14, $15, $115, $14, $15, $114, $15, $114, given. We'll be bred to a speckled bull now. 6-year-old third period. Now it'll be a Bramer, but it'll be a speckled. Sell him out there. Good cow she is. 2025, 2025, 2025, 2025. I got a man. 2025, 2025, 2025, 50, 20, 50, 75, 2100, 21 and a quarter, 21 and a half, 75, 2200 and a quarter, 22 and a quarter, half, 22 and a 75, 22, 75, 3, 23 and a quarter, 23 and a half, 23, 75, 400, 24 and a quarter, 24 and a half, 75, 24, 75, 5, 25, 25, 475, 5, 24, 75, but I don't know now. Good right there, $1.15, 16, $1.15, $1.16, $1.15, $1.15, $1.16, $1.16, 15, 16, $15, 16, $10, 11, $10, 11, 10, I got a man, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, round turn, JD, 10, 11, 12, 12, $12, $12, 12, 13, 14, 14, 14, 14, 15, 16, 16, 1, 16, 1, 15, RNF, put them on number 9. Oh, by two right there. Oh, by two. $1.10, $11. $1.10, $11. I got a man. $11. $1.10, $11. $1.10, $11. Oh, by two. $12. $13. $14. $15. $16. $17. $18. $18. $19. $19. $20. $21. $22. $23. $24. $24. $24. $5. $25. C. $7. $27. $8. $28. $9. $30. $30. $31. $31. I'm coming. $32. $33. $33. $34. $134. $134. 135 C, 7, 138, 139, 40, 140, 39, 40, 139. Odell. 5 and open right there, $1.41, $1.40, I got a man, 41, $1.41, $1, 40, 41, 2, $1.42, 3, oh, golly, 44, $45, hit my funny bone, 45, and it wasn't funny, 45, 44, 5, 44, 5, see, 40, 7, 147, 6, 7, 46, 7, 46, 7, 146, Jeff, 21. Short and solid, 2021, $121, $2021, $2021, $2021, $2021, 2021, got a man, 21, 2, $22, $23, $24, $24, $5, $25, 6, 26, 27, $28, $28, 9, 29, 89, 20, 30, 31, 31, 2, 32, 33, 34, 134, 34, 133, H&L 16. 21, $20, $20, $20, $20, $20, $21, $21, $21, I got a man, 21, 2, 22, $23, $24, $25, $26, $27, $8, $29, 30, $30, $31, 2, 2, $31, 2, 3, $1, 33, 33, 33, 2, 3, 32 to 3, 32, H&L 16. 21, 20, 21, 20, 20, 20, 20, 21, 2021, 2021, 15, 16, $15, 16, get a man, 16, 16, 16, 15, 16, out here, 16, 15, 16, $15, H&L 16. 25, 20 C, $25, 20 C, $25, get a man, 20 C, $20 C, 6, 6, 6, 6, $25, say you do it, 26, 7, 27, 8, 28, 29, 30, 131, 2, 132, 133, 133, 34, 134, 34, 133, 4, 5, 135, 30 C, 135, C, 135, H&L 16, 21, 2, 21, 2, 21 and 2, got a man to 2, 22, 3, 23, 4, 24, 4, 5, 25, 6, 7, 8, 28, 9, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 135, 135, H&L 16. 34, 5, 134, 5, 34, 5, 34, got a man, 5, 135, C, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 141, 41, 2, 42, 3, 43, 43, 42, 3, 42, you'll put them on NSB. 15, 16, $15, 16, $15, get a boy, 16, $16, 16, 17, 18, 18, 19, 20, 20, 20, 20, 21, 21, 2, 22, 22, 3, 3, 4, 24, 5, 25, 4, 5, C, 20, C, out of here, C, 20, C, 5, 6, 25, H&L 16. What are your little cottage cheese, boys? So right there, 85, 86, 85, 86, 86, 86, 85, 86, 85, 86, 85, 86, 81, 81, 81, 81, 80, 81, 81, 81, 75, 76, I got a man, you do it, 75, I'll put you in, 75, 75, 76, 75, 71, 71, do what? Yeah, she's become Alex. She just got one quarter. 71, 70, 71, 2, 72, JD's wants some milk, 73, 74, 74, 75, 76, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 80, 81, 81, 82, 82, 82, 83, 83, 84, 84, 45, 85, 86, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 92, 93, 93, 92, 3, 92, 3, 92, put it on, Gibbons. Oh, you'll love her. Settle right there, dollar bill one, dollar pound one, dollar pound one, won't get no much milk out of her. Dollar pound one, 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 jam your finger, dollar pound one, 91, 91 got a man, 91, 91, 91, 90, 91, 90, 91, 91, 90, Matthew, $90 straight. Ain't no heifer there. Sell her $1.21, $20, $21, I got a man, 21 and 2, $5, 7, 8, $30, $2 and 8, $5, 7, 8, $40, $2 and 8, $42 and 8, $42 and 5, 1, 2, 3, $44, 45, $46, $47, $48, $49, $9, 50, $50, $51, $52, $53, $54, $5, $56, $57, $58, $59, $59, 60, 61, 62, 63, $62, 3, 62, Inman cow. $45, $40, $45, $40, $45, $45, oh, it's healing up. $45, $35, $35, $36, $35, $35, got a man, $30, $7, $37, $8, $38, $39, $39, $40, $40, $41, $41, $2, $43, $43, $43, $44, 44, 44, 34, $43, put it on Gibbon. X. Gibbon's bull X, penny for the cows. Not on camera. She crippled? Just a little? 90 miles, boys. She's got another 1,000, boys. She can go it. Sell her right there. 71, 70, 71, right around the world. 71, 70, 71, 71, 61, 1, 61, I got a man. 61, 1, 61, 1, 61, 60, CSX. Good boy right there, 55, everybody see, $55, everybody see, $55, 55, see, $55, hold the gate. 55 seed, everybody 55 seed, everybody 55, got a man, 50 seed, everybody 60, 60, seed, everybody 55, 50 seed, everybody 5, 65, 65, seed, everybody 55, seed, everybody 55, but I don't see us, bull. Put him in 34. How old is she? Oh, that ain't our tag, is it? It's just a heifer. Settle right there. $41, $41, $41, I got a man. $41, $2, $42 and $3, $3 and $4, $45, $46, $47, $48, Jackie 8, 9, $50, $1, $51, $2, $52 and $3 and $4, $54, $55, $56, $7, $8, $58 and $9, $60, $1, $2, $62 and $3 and $4, $65, $66, $67, $68, $69, $70, $71, $71, $170. Put it on the Inman cow. Yeah. Settle right there, $10, $11, $10, $11, $10, I got a man, $11, $12, $13, $14, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20, $21, $22, $23, $24, $25, $26, $27, $28, $29, $29, $28, $29, $28, put her on Gibbon. 10, 11, $10, 11, $10, 11, $10, 11, $10, 11, $10, 11, $10, 10, 10, 11, $10, 11, 10, 11. I got a man. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 118, 19, 20, 20, 20, 21, 21, 21, 21, 121, 120, H&L 120, 16. There's another little brown-eyed beauty. Oh, it's just soft as a dish rag under there. Maybe. Settle right there, $90 one, $90, $91, $90, $90, $90, $90, $91, $91, $91, $91, $91, $81, I got a man, 81, kind of your flavor, 81, $80, put it on, Gibbon. Up. Oh, she got a little trouble behind now. Settle there, $90, 91, 90, 91, 90, 91, 90, just fall back in, boys. 91, 91, 90, 91, 81, 81, 90, 91, 90, 91, 81, 80, 81, 80, 81, 80, 81, 81, 81, 71, 71, 78, $70, $70, put it on LF cow. Have her preg. Whose bull's this? Well, nobody told me nothing about him, but he's a pretty good ox. What a pretty good bull. Don't know a thing about him. Sell him right there, $1.51. $51, I got a man, $51, $51, $51, $51, $51, $51, $50, and I'm going to put him on Gibbon Boo. That's all of it, boys. That's everything. Thank everybody. Come back next week. Bring more livestock.